Rebellion's lineup is, if we do get another 60-minute game or so, this is a draft that's going to be able to have a pretty good impact from all points of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Both sides, right? This is
Definitely.
This is not a game where either team needs to run it down mid and end it in 25 minutes.
No, this should be, I mean, this is just a, I mean, this last game was super exciting, so it's going to be hard to beat down, but this one for me, we should have more just straight on team fights that go on with the way that Shopify's gone for their draft. It's just all about this fighting, and Abed, of course, playing this Earthshaker. The potential for Wombo combo is massive.
For sure.
They've got the Fatal Bonds with Gyro and Earthshaker, so.
I think one of those last picks that Shopify Rebellion and Abed in particular will be pretty happy with. Getting the Shaker mid as the last pick feels pretty good.
Yep, and let's see overall how Tidehunter does. We saw in the stats there, this hero is having a rough tournament, 2-10. So, Collapse, of course, as they were talking about on panel, a lot of heroes were banned away. Probably wanted to get his Mars in this position here, but he'll have to play the Tide, and we'll see what he's going to be able to get with it. This is a tough lane to play versus too. This Gyro plus Warlock, Fatal Bond plus Flak, just, you have to kind of hide. And that's exactly what Collapse did in the first wave. He actually did not play in the lane. He sat in the trees, so he didn't get hit by the Flak.
I mean, why is it that this hero has struggled as much as it has this tournament? And what do you think it was about this game that Collapse has sort of said, I don't care, I can make this work?
I think he was just down to very limited heroes, but as to what's been making it lose, I think teams are just getting really good at just playing and waiting, and then they just get BKBs, and then it's good luck getting a Ravage combo off or anything like that. That's at least what I've seen a lot of the times for these Tidehunters is everyone just gets a BKB at some point, even though it's not the most value item. Versus Tide it is.
We'll see what he can do this game. Collapse.
Yeah, so far, he's been hiding, just playing around inside the trees, just trying to dodge any of these Flaks and Fatal Bond kind of combos. Gyro should have pretty much free farm down here, though.
Now, looking over the other side of the map up top, I mean, one of those sort of safe lane duos, if you should say, you know, Enchantress, I mean, is reaching up to, what, like a 70% win rate, right? This hero has been looking great, and in the hands of these, you know, Enchantress players that they've been playing this hero patch to patch, and I'm a posture of one of the classic Enchantress players. It just ends up looking fantastic in the laning phase. I mean, pretty much in all phases of the game, right? This support hero can really pop off.
It always happens too, where there's just a moment at like the 10-minute mark or something like that. There's like a Dark Troll summoner and he like solo takes a tower. I feel like it's been the case always for this Ench. Speaking of the Ench, though, Mapushka, they try to get aggro, but they can't. So a very aggressive lane that Shopify tried to go for up top, but I feel like you just get the heal on the Enchantress and you stop a lot of that aggression. Mira? Fly does not have a blood grenade, right? Yeah, he does not, so Mira should be just fine.
And for Crip, you know, bringing the Hoodwink out, Crip, one of the rare players that is willing to do that this patch. A lot of other teams just completely ignore this. Do you like sort of seeing Shopify bring this out for Crip, one of the heroes that he can kind of, you know, carry the game sometimes with the position for? It's a very aggressive support. Doesn't, of course, provide some of the saves that we've seen Crip pull off big plays last time and last game, you know, with regards to kind of keeping our TZ safe. But he could go full aggressive with this.
Nice play there, Fly. Yeah, he absolutely can. It's definitely a little bit of a weirder one compared to what we're used to seeing, but if Crit's comfortable on it, right? He's one of the few that's been playing that and the Tusk. We've been looking at these side lanes a decent amount. It looks like both carries not really getting pressured whatsoever.
No, not at all.
But the mid lane, that's the other one.
Yeah, as
gotta
expected.
Look at the denies.
Abed on this mid shaker is definitely going to be able to take away a decent amount of XP from Lyle in this matchup.
Then you can join.
But Laurel is keeping him, keeping him low and steady, and the beauty about with the Kunkka is they do have a Shadow Demon with it. So they have potential to get these ganks and the Enchantress for early rotations, so do have some setups to perhaps get onto this Earthshaker anyway.
I usually like to chase.
Not too shabby, 12-1, a little bit behind Saberlight, top Yatoro. Will be able to distance himself.
How are they doing on regen up here? Yatoro still got a tango on top of the one he's already munching on.
I'm gonna have to keep looking up here. Yatoro!
Oh, they've got the burst. Same time in the mid, Lal was able to get the X mark dragged back onto Abed. But no follow-up, so Abed will manage to reset, TP back to base. Mira also heading over to see if he could find him, but he's already out of there. Indeed, able to burst the Terrorblade.
And they get a side pull off at the same time too, so they're actually going to deny quite a bit of creeps there.
What are we getting the XD for?
I didn't see what
I'm sick and tired of these XDs in chat.
I looked
and now
top.
We're getting them in game.
I looked top for a second, I didn't see. Did he get a deny or something? I don't even know.
We might be able to. We'll get our crew on the replays.
Yeah, we'll
find what the XD was for.
I was looking top because I think we've seen that now like 3 or 4 times. It's like they get the TB low once and then they pop him once, but then they usually don't kill him another time inside that laning phase. They usually end up getting like raindrop, they get like strength treads, and then they're usually durable enough to survive. But a big kill, Saberlight, that's going to enable him to get that pretty much that Vanguard finished up anytime soon. And Miposhka looks like he is starting to look for some creeps to try to work around. Will find himself that Hellbear Smash. Very strong one. And okay. So it looks like we see what the game plan's probably going to be from them in these next few moments around the power rune. Likely to make a dive play, maybe even with both supports to go for that.
Oh, we're getting an XD replay.
Was it?
Was he just for the upheaval just being off point?
Maybe. I don't know.
Is that worthy of an XD? I don't know. But apparently would.
Laurel cut the tree there. Crit trying to go for an angle.
Ooh, there you go.
And he tips him. He's like, nice try. Yeah, Laurel, he was ready with that Quelling Blade there. Stops the stun.
Same time, I mean, I was going to get chased down by Mirror. We'll manage to walk it off. They've still got eyes around the mid. Crit's got to be careful tanking these Tidebringers.
Catapult. Will die now after that. Crit will get the last hit there. But Laurel now enabled to be able to get this power rune. So he's going to have 6. He's going to have the power rune. They could look to set up again even onto Abed pretty soon.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, that Arcane Rune could help out, get a few extra rounds with the Tidebringers off in the aggressive plays when they set them up.
Yeah, that's pretty huge. I think this is... I mean, it's an Earthshaker versus the Kunkka, and Laurel's playing it super well. Yeah, he got some help at least there, but he was handling his own versus Abed's Earthshaker this time around. Some really good stuff. And Mira, in the meantime, since the lane for Collapse actually has gone quite well, he's been able to just sit back and stack. So there's going to be some massive stacks for either the Tidehunter, actually for any of the 3 cores to work on if they'd like to go back to it. Pretty damn hot start here in the lanes for Team Spirit. As the panel said, and as for a long time for Shopify, they've been ones who usually win lane, but Abed...
And Lars going to be able to get the setup here. Gets the drag back into the... Oh, do they have
the damage?
Quite enough fly TPing over?
Lara looking for an angle.
Will he get the angle? He can. Still not enough. Abed managed to walk this one off.
But all this is an Arcane Rune, and he's getting heavy damage onto the tower there. So the boat, it's going to be back up in almost 30 seconds.
Radiant's middle tower
and
is
Abed,
under
he has to walk all the way back out there. Or TP in 10 seconds. So the boat's pretty much almost going to be back up as soon as he does make his way back over there. Saberlight. Fine.
Even with the Metamorphosis up, only going to be able to tickle this.
Oh, but look at this.
With the Vanguard.
This is a cool rotation.
Oh, it certainly is. You don't expect the 7-minute Gyrocopter gank. In they go. Stun setup from Crit. As they're able to bring down Yasoro.
And just can make his way back toward bottom right afterwards. A very clean rotation from Arteezy.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Will be spotted. Ward being placed there from Mira.
Still going. Having at this mid lane. Miposhka, he keeps the ducking in and out beyond the tower, seeing if he can set up one towards Abed. A lot of pressure being put on this mid shaker. They know that they need to shut Abed down.
And they really are so far. I mean, that's why we saw that ward play so early on. Mira steps a little far. Crit coming down. Can you get the connection? He will.
They've got enough damage. Crit chasing him down. A couple of body blocks and a couple of right clicks. The flat coming in.
He's got a fairy.
He's juking it out. He's got that fairy fire, but the flat cannon will be enough to take him out.
But they can't touch Collapse. And this Tide, this is, I think, the best lane that I've seen so far for the Tide in this tournament. He's 0-3-4 skill build. He's got the Meteor Hammer. He's going to just start throwing onto this tower.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Really cool play so far from Team Spirit, though, to put that attention heavily onto mid. But 3-1 so far for Shopify. They are getting their good farm, but Abed is struggling this time. He's going to need some help.
I mean, Miposhka's just being a complete nightmare around this area of the map. Not a chance for Abed to find anything. He can't step up to the lane in mid, can't back off, clear a camp. This Enchantress presence, they've got to do something about it. They need to provide some help for Abed.
And this is the Miposhka specialty. You see it so often, this tower. They're going to look for a kill onto Laurel.
Going to go lead straight in with the Echo Slam. Lyle, is he able to get the boat off, get that run buff? He is.
He is.
Turns around, the boat down on towards Abed. Lyle walking away. He'll get out of this. He's got the X-Mark off onto Abed, drags him back once more.
He's alive.
Coming in just in time to hold back the 2 supports to make sure Abed's able to survive.
Oh my god, the raindrop saves him, and then he gets fed a Lotus right afterwards. I think he was fine anyway, but either way, Lotus feed afterwards, just in case of anything. But Laurel, he'll be able to back up. He had a regen rune. He's going to just be able to quickly reset, farm up these stacks. Good aggressive move. In the meantime, Saberlight, I believe he finished off the top tower, and I think Yatoro, he finished off his Midas.
It definitely feels it was sort of the pressure that Spirit's putting on in the mid. As we saw Shopify, they've had to bring in the 2 supports around here to keep Abed safe and give him a chance against these players.
Look at him,
He's going to walk past the 2 supports and threaten Abed.
Is he really going to get him? Abed's hiding.
Abed indeed keeping it out of the vision. He's going to step back in, go for another enchant totem, snap on him at Poshka.
Oh my god.
Abed might still die.
The bounce
He does, but Poshka gets him.
What a beast.
I mean, poor old Abed. They've got the 2 supports here, but they can't keep him alive.
The pine cone.
The 3 of them against Enchantress and his pine cone, and they can't keep Abed safe. So much pressure from this Enchantress around this mid lane area.
These are rare. This is rare situation to see for Abed. When's the last time you saw him at the bottom of the cores like this?
I mean, they're just going all in on him.
They really are.
They know that they've got to shut Abed down. They shut Abed down, and they can hold the game in a great spot.
Abed is the biggest answer, I would say, for the Terrorblade, right? He is that big magic damage, that big control, so definitely is working out really nicely. But in the meantime, Saberlight, he is getting a really good start because they're putting so much attention onto the Shaker. Should have good timing on his Blink Dagger. But he's gonna put a different route of build to talk about afterwards.
A little bit low here.
The Ghost is flowing Collapse. All right, I mean, maybe wouldn't have been able to get up to him anyway, but I mean, every little thing could matter. But yeah, Saberlight's gone a very different route. So last game we saw Collapse. He actually went for a lot of points in stats. I think because he was playing versus Quaswex Invoker to, you know, not have these mana problems versus this EMP and stuff like that. Saberlight just maxed the Battalion. So interesting stuff. Last game, the Retaliate is super useless when he's playing versus TA, so I can understand that. But
Stampede in time. Before I was able to get the grab on him. Bottom lane, Abed. Moving around with the 2 supports. They're going to try and go for Collapse. They've got Arteezy here as well. They'll pop the Ravage.
Does he have backup?
I mean, Poshka's heading over. Surely he can't walk out of this one. Collapse. Maybe he can. He's still alive.
Are you kidding me?
No, he's able to target the Express. They have to drop the golem for him. They'll get him.
That's 2
It takes a
big
lot.
ults. Okay.
And only just getting him as well.
Yeah. And only Collapse almost actually able to walk away from that one there. 2 big ults committed there, and even almost losing a hero. But trying to protect the area for Arteezy, which they will be able to do. Artur still top of that net worth. His timing on his Axe should be pretty damn good after the crit. Spirit looking to strike back. Is that the blade mail done on the Kunkka? It is.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, they're hunting for Abed.
No Purge yet online for Mira, but they know exactly where Abed
Lal
is.
opens up with the torrent into the boat. Starting to get that poison stacked up. TP's coming in. They have to keep Abed safe.
One more poison.
Get the disruption. This was sort of the 4th one. Get the final one. Hits 5, and that's enough. Abed taking down Shopify, coming in with the mass TPs. See if they can punish Spirit in any shape or form. They're looking to Lal.
The upheaval.
Lal's not going to be able to catch him with the torrent, as he will get caught. The setup's there for Crit to land the sharp shot. They'll punish Lal.
God, they really just don't. They do not like Abed.
They're going in for Abed.
Does end up giving a pretty big kill. Who got the last hit? It was Kratos. Trying to make space, I guess. Just trying to open up. Always there for Yatoro, but so far, game state. Even though Abed's struggling, Shopify's getting quite a lot here. Arteezy is very, very farmed, but there is a Yatoro who's getting all this free farm, and he does have that Midas, so we'll have to see how that matchup ends up going. This TB versus the Gyrocopter. Can they get on top of him? Can they answer Yatoro?
I mean, what's the stack situation here for Shopify? They haven't really, I guess we're sort of all the focus around mid. There's just not really been the chance for Crit and Fly to step away from the mid lane and get some stacks going for the most part.
No, I think it's been more, I think Mira's been getting, just quite a lot more just naturally as the Shadow Demon. Wisdom Rune soon, 20 seconds. Shopify's looking for a gank.
See if they can take down Collapse. The opening with the Hoot Stomp. Again, super tanky on this time.
Nice Hurricane.
Average going to be back up at 50 seconds, but he'll drop the slam here to take Miposhka out.
You killed me with a pine cone earlier on.
That is the Blink Dagger gold for Abed secured.
Collapse. Should be able to get Fly. Yeah, they've got the connection. Then Shopify will take what they can get.
Let's shake things.
An Echo Slam from Pushka, but as you said, the Blink is now finished, so he can make more plays. Saberlight, so with the Blink, so a very, very aggressive game that Shopify can start playing now with all these timings. Still waiting in the trees here.
They are. They must
see Mira.
Yeah, they do. Good setup. As Mira.
Nice try there with the Hurricane.
One of them with his crush. He's actually got the ult to slow down Crit. Crit is looking for the sharp shot and he'll land it perfectly. But Yatoro and Collapse, they'll turn up to take Crit down.
Oh, and that's a dominating streak actually going for Yatoro. They will be able to find this Shadow Demon, but ends up giving a lot to this TB. Nice little Hurricane plays. And this is, what, 2 or 3 times I've seen him use them to kind of bail his team.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They want Yatoro, they might have to settle for Mira. Doesn't look like they want to try and make the jump under the tier 2 for the support alone.
Really nice scouting from Mira. As soon as he sees them still lingering in the area, he's probably telling Yatoro too. He's like, be a little careful, something's up. And in the meanwhile, 2 collapse, he's actually just taking the tier 2 bottom. Him and Miposhka have pretty much finished that one off.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
So when they're not seeing reactions going down there, they're probably expecting the Shopify's playing around this area.
He's going to try and set up here onto Saberline. But still the Stampede's there. Ravage will come in to cancel it. As they've got the slow, Saberlight should get left behind on this one. Actually, maybe if the uphill was slow, he's able to step back. Now, X-Mark's back up. As Lar will be able to drag him back once more. Oh, the blink!
He's got it off.
Get any damage done in time. Saberlight actually able to get out of there despite being dragged back by the blink by the X-Mark. Get the blink dagger up.
And the fishes perfectly. The tidal wave again won't connect.
They all get out on Shopify.
That first tidal wave was really weird. I felt like it was gonna hit the center, but it didn't move him at all. That was strange. And yeah, everybody's able to get away. Spirit trying to mount themselves for some setup of kills, but can't find anything. That was strange. That tidal wave looked really weird.
Top tower is under attack.
TP's in on the top lane. They don't want to allow Collapse to get too much free damage onto the tower with a Meteor Hammer.
Yeah, Crit's in the area here, so he does have that break if they do see an opportunity. Crit also commits for the shard, this boomerang, so he's got the Veil plus the boomerang, high spell amp.
Collapse. Just sort of walking past the 3 of them. See if they can burst him. Gonna give it a go here with the sharpshooter. Boomerang out, and with the cooldown, there should be a solid chance of taking him out. He's actually able to turn to get the gust off. In fact, he's keeping his distance.
Walking away, and now Abed's in trouble.
Saberlight's trying to finish him, jumps in with the blink dagger, but can't quite close the gap. Collapse is able to walk off, and meanwhile on the other side of the map, Lar and Miposhka, they find Abed. They couldn't kill Collapse.
Miposhka is literally Abed's kryptonite, it seems like. Every time I see Miposhka, he's on top of Abed looking for these kills. Effort there made by Shopify to get some type of kill, but can't quite find it. Collapse just walks away, and Yatoro, as we see, he's laughing his way to the bank. He's feeling good.
Oh, yeah. The money's rolling in for the TV, but still same to be said for Arteezy on his gyro. Underneath the tier 2, Saberlight. He's going to go for Mira. The hold back onto the gyro, but the Stampede forward. Still managed to finish him off. Arteezy getting the final touch. More gold, more glory here for the gyrocopter.
It feels it has to stay ahead.
They really want to kill Collapse.
Collapse?
See if they can do it this time round.
He got the tower.
There's a decent echo here with the opening. This shot off the mark, but it doesn't matter. The break's there. Damage is done. They'll kill Collapse, but indeed, the tower lost at 17 minutes in.
I mean, Abed's trying to get anything he can out of these Echo Slams because he's just getting hunted so often. We'll at least get that. But yeah, a tower to fall. And Yatoro just continues to get freedom. But as you said, yeah, Gyro still sticking ahead. Just how's this matchup between the 2 of them going to go? That TB, the distance, I've seen many a times.
It's kind of the Skadi timing.
Exactly.
It's really tricky for the Gyro.
There's also a Shadow Demon that you have to always factor in that's going to hold the Gyro in place. Saberlight, they have this damage for him. Tidal Wave. Maybe trying to push him for the impetus damage.
And you know what? It worked out.
Okay.
They'll take him down. Saberlight, not quite as tanky as the Team Spirit counterpart has collapsed. They can, Team Spirit, they can kill the Centaur.
Can we get some damage numbers when we get a chance to? Because I feel like Miposhka's been doing an insane amount of DPS.
He's been everywhere.
Look, he's just throwing impetus killing heroes, so. Pretty wild from him. We'll get them in a moment. Growth Po. So, been talking about Miposhka, his scaling, absolutely there. We did see, Fly got a crazy amount of farm that last game, but it was in a position where he's versus like this PL versus Earth, but it was hard for him to actually use it. This is definitely a game where I feel like Enchantress can stand his ground. He's going to be doing a lot with these impetus. Could even see him killing any of these cores.
Just chilling out, waiting for his TP to come off cooldown.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
3k lead now, though, for Spirit. Manta online, Yatoro. Ulti Orb also finished up. And he does have the saves. That is the important thing, like you mentioned. This time around, Arteezy, he doesn't have crit. Well, on the side of Spirit, there's always going to be the Shadow Demon to protect, and the Rum.
Talking about Crip. Could be in a spot of bother here. The combo hits, dragged back by the tidal wave.
These two are killers. Menaces.
They've just really managed to get sort of that mid-presence snowballing in their favor this game, Team Spirit, with how much focus they put on in this area very early on with their two supports, joining forces with Lal, making sure that they just have this edge.
And they're being a little bit split up about everything too, right? Yataro's playing one side, Collapse is playing another. There's not really opportunities for them to get a 4-man Golem, a 4-man Fatal Bond, a big Echo Slam. It just hasn't been there because Spirit's not giving that opportunity for Shopify. They're farming well, but Spirit's just farming that much better and slowing down Abed over and over and over again.
DD room for Yatoro. He'll be passed over the bottle and they'll have that ready for the next fight. He wants to get involved now. He feels strong.
They could even look to set up for this next Roche for the first Roche, that is, pretty soon. Fly.
They want to settle for Fly. No, they want to go for more.
They want a big target.
They can sneak around the Warlock. They might catch Arteezy.
Oh my goodness. They see him for a second there, Laurel.
He's going to want to chase up to the high ground for this one. They've got the vision. And Yatoro, he's waiting for him on the high ground. The BKB is there. So Arteezy is going to attempt to stand his ground. They're going to look to burst the Terrorblade. They're able to do it with the sharpshooter.
Nice
A
kick.
Shopify. They'll punish this play from Team Spirit. Take out Yatoro. And maybe be able to find even more. Abed comes in with a jump. Takes Raposka down. 2 dead. The Ravage is there from Collapse. It'll set up for them to finish Saberlight. But it's only 1 kill in return for losing 2 their own.
Laurel.
Drag back onto Crip, but he's very, very low. Same to be set for Arteezy.
Another catch.
He's able to kite out the anchor smash, so he won't have his
Nice
damage
disruption.
reduced for now. Abed.
Oh, he's stuck in the spot.
All right, he's stuck in the spot. He still managed to get the Fisher off over towards Collapse.
But Laurel gets away. The disruption. Beautiful save from Mira.
Yeah, just a little short there on the Blink Echo attempt from Abed. Collapse. See if they can still get him. Yes, they can. Damage is done once again. Another sharpshooter from Crit lands perfectly.
Abed, he's getting poison stacked, but he'll be able to get himself.
I'm in a good turn there. The BKB from Arteezy.
Perfect timing.
Coming
really.
in hot on that one.
That plus Crit just getting the stun. They get the connection with Saberlight on top of Yatoro. They've 100-0 him. Great counter gank. This time, Spirit gives them the opportunity to use their ults. That's exactly kind of what Shopify needed. Maybe a little bit of bait play. Good positioning there from the supports. But Laurel does get away. And a good save there from the end of it all.
Yeah, Yatoro feeling strong with the DD.
It did it just get delivered on the courier? I think it did, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
I don't think he had it much before.
Maybe they didn't see it as he walked up.
And just too much burst for the TB to deal with right now. The Who Stomp into the shot from Crit. Very nice start to the fight there, despite Spirit being the ones that entered into it.
And Laurel is, or Yatoro, somebody was saying, please cancel this upheaval there, because Laurel is just stuck. So Collapse just has to use that Ravage to be able to do so. And it does actually end up saving Laurel here, so. This disruption there from Mira, kind of perfectly timed.
And as we see Abed trying to get in onto Lal. Couldn't quite make it there.
I can't believe that spot still exists.
Strong showing there from Shopify in that performance.
A perfect timing.
Last fight.
Yeah, it's like they kind of like removed the spot, but it's still there. It's still there to catch these pros. Collapse.
Now they probably do have the tools to be able to tackle this Tide Hunter.
Big break. And there's the damage.
Easily done. They can look for the kills now, Shopify. They're feeling strong.
Playing around Artur, just keeping him protected. And we're seeing the build that we used to see from the Hoodwinks. Okay, nice. He's going to go for that big burst build. Can even one-shot these supports if they're not prepared for it.
Yep. Scardy's done on Yatoro, but yeah, he's going to be feeling that that BKB needs to come out for him. And he won't be messing around. BKB queued up next.
Do they try for this Roche setup here?
I mean,
they're going to look for a fight.
It is a bit risky to go into the pit because Golem's up, Echo's up.
Laurel was pinging it. Oh, they're going to appear right on top of Crit. And Crit get himself away.
No. They got the X-Mark. Arteezy's going to consider fighting to try and help out here on this one.
He's purged up.
He might have a BKB TP. Golem's going to get dropped. He's going to try and stand his ground. He's got Saberlight backing him up. In with a Who's Up on towards Yatoro. And Lali's just running at Arteezy. The X-Mark's there. They'll be able to drag him back once more. Fly from the side, challenge the upheaval. The impetus damage is too much for Artur. Arteezy falls. Collapse leaves him with the gush over to Saberlight. Abed, he'll opt for the TP out. He's actually going to stick around. I think he cancelled his own TP on this one.
He did.
Talking with the Fisher, I mean, he's fine. He's got the Ag, so we'll be able to keep his distance. But not able to stick around and turn the fight, that's for sure. As Team Spirit take the advantage there. This time round, sort of Shopify's attempt to turn, coming in a bit too piece by piece.
And it's just always a scary position there when you're a gyrocopter and there's the Shadow Demon. It's the anti-carry for a reason. He just holds him in place. See, the support's even getting a decent chunk of damage with Impetus, but more than that, just Yotoro's able to freely rain onto him.
Dagger done for collapse. And with the pace things are going, Yotoro likely to have that BKB for the next team fight.
Yeah, Arteezy has to be a little bit more careful of how he wants to lead the charge inside of these. When he is just fully isolated versus 3 heroes just being able to control and wail on him. That was the Ags reveal, I believe, also there from the Kunkka. I don't know if the Torrent Stone is really connected on too many heroes, but either way, the control at the end of it was able to finish off Arteezy. And he did use the BKB again, right? So 2 usages now, down to 7 seconds for Artur.
He's very close to his butterfly.
That'll be a big timing. Because Yotoro, as you said, he's going for that BKB next, so that evasion definitely could come into play.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He will get caught.
Killing spree!
Feels like Spirit, I mean, they have everything up, and they also don't feel as cooldown reliant as it feels like for Shopify. It feels like Shopify does need the Golem or the Echo Slam in most instances to take these fights. And that's a big stack, actually. Yotoro's starting to work on a triple ancient stack.
With that in the tower, probably will be very close to the BKB being complete.
Yeah, pretty much does have it finished up.
So not an easy hero to kill anymore, this Terrorblade. Not only the BKB, but just the backup right with regards to the Rum. Potential saves from Mira.
He's so
and of course
tanky.
The pipe from Collapse.
Yeah, he's 3,300 HP. Or 34 when he's on Strength Treads. And then he's got the saves. As you mentioned, Arteezy does not have those saves, and they didn't itemize either for it. I was kind of checking around. Both supports, they're building completely for themselves on Shopify this time.
They really are.
No Solar Crest, no Force Staff, so that's...
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one.
My kind of support here. Midas Ags on Fly. E-Blade Rush on Crit.
I don't know how I feel about the... I mean, no Solar Crest on the Warlock. Solar Crest Warlock feels like... Still gets seen it every single game, but they want to build for themselves, and let's see if that ends up working out.
Everyone wants to be a carry here on Shopify.
Yeah. And even Saberlight, right? He's building a heart. Yep. Literally everybody's building for their own game.
Nothing.
Good luck, Artur. We ain't Force Staffing you. They're like, you're going to be Shadow Demon purged anyway. It's not going to do anything. Maybe that's... Honestly, that's maybe what they are thinking, so... Abed.
They want to kind of split the...
Oh my... Abed.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Can he get himself away out of this? I don't think so.
He's not jumping out of this one. They've got the Stampede.
Impetus. Oh boy, that's a big catch.
I mean, it is. And of course, the space was there. They've got the Aegis on Yotoro. Level 20 coming up soon. When that Metamorphosis is up again in a couple of minutes, that push from Team Spirit could come in pretty hard.
Yeah, and he's level 20 now also. Arteezy is still matching, of course, with the timings there, but the TB, that strength growing with how he's enabled from his buddies. Defiant Shell also picked up, and yeah, 20 talent's gotten, so Conjure Image duration. His talent is just too damn good. Miposhka, Hurricane Pike's done so. They do have Drum, they have Hurricane Pike, they have Auras, they have buff ups. More and more ways to enable this Yotoro TB.
How close are Shopify supports to their items? We're 400 gold off the E-Blade, 500 gold off the Ags.
I'm unsure. The E-Blade is the one that I'm a little bit... I don't know how I feel about this.
You would have liked to see a Force.
I mean, the thing is, like, the Dispel is going to be happening and stuff like that. Maybe Crit doesn't... He's not sure what else to do, because this is, like, the old school kind of natural build-up, but we'll have to see if it ends up working, because they're very tanky, and yeah, it's going to maybe get Dispelled off also, too, so, yeah. Just unsure about it, but I can never really complain about an Ags Warlock,
Hey,
Arteezy's on his own. Should be fine. BKB and TP is there.
He's getting anchored up. He's going to have to perhaps use it.
I think he might.
And if he doesn't use it too soon...
I mean, he is completely on his own.
He's not using it. And now he's surrounded, and even if he uses it, he might just die. Let's see.
They should be fine with the TP. I don't think they don't have the damage. He's fine. Oh, no.
Oh my god, no one's going to bring him back.
Oh, it is.
It's got him.
It's going to last long enough so they can pull him back after the BKB.
Oops, he's going to say, oh, he forgot. He's like, oh man, I thought he was just gonna BKB TP way sooner.
He pushed the limits there.
Maybe he didn't expect Laura to be in range there but pushing the limits, Arteezy gets punished.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
See once again. No. back in the old days, this wouldn't have done it.
Welcome
Nowadays,
to New Dota.
that exit's on you,
top tower is
BKB
under
or not, and it comes to an end. The exit is still there. You're coming straight back.
I'm sure he's sitting there and he's like, oh no!
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, it happens to the best of them.
Top tower has fallen.
As now timing, Yatoro just continues to be massive,
Top tower
and
is
he's got
under
meta back
Oh,
up.
he's ready to go for the base.
Dire's
Yep.
bottom
30 minutes
tower is
in,
under
they're in a
attack.
sweet spot right now here, Team Spirit.
Radiant's
All right,
structures
let's see if the
are
axe
fired.
golems are going to make the difference.
Radiant's
And this
middle
is what they're
tower
built for
is
themselves.
under attack.
Sometimes your Jara carries out of the game. You've got to do a bit of carrying
Dire's
yourself here on
bottom
the support.
tower is
Fair.
under attack.
And they've got the items for it.
Get demonic cleanse back up. See he'll reset. They forced heroes back to base. They're happy with that. They still have the meta at the ready for the fight. They have Ravage. Ooh, they're actually perhaps going to continue here. Illusion Rune up in top. How's Laurel's progression gone? He's got his BKB now, so.
Oh, yeah, out they come, Shopify.
It's just difficult for them to 100 to 0 most of these heroes. They're so damn tanky on the side of Spirit.
I don't think they can burst Yatoro. There's just too many ways to save him, too many ways to keep him alive.
And they need to find Mira. He's got a blink and they will find him.
Destruction in time.
We get the blink.
Whack. They'll get him.
Pretty big catch. One of the important ones. That's a heart centaur, by the way. It doesn't
Pretty much
matter.
losing more than a half his HP there to Miposhka's impetuses.
They're looking to try to keep going because 30 seconds on Mira, but
He's just
Yatoro's running in.
He's going to catch them by surprise. Kingston closes the gap. Audible's Arteezy. He's going to be blocked. Yatoro standing his ground, trying to take down the
The
golem.
X again on Artur.
Going to take the golem, and indeed the X dragging back Arteezy. Arteezy's going to get E-bladed here by Crit in an attempt to save him. Providing some sort of safety from the right clicks alone, but they cannot keep him alive.
This is just the Yatoro specialty. He loves silver edging right on top of Arteezy, and
You don't have a sign.
Well, you know.
I've always wished, like, I wonder what he's saying. He's like, don't tip me, you fool. I won't try. Oh, to play again, though. Arteezy, he can't stand his ground. Everything gets popped there. They're tanky. They're just way too tanky
There's
on
silver
Spirit.
edge on Yatoro as well. He's sneaking around the map.
Oh, will he find Abed?
He's going to be able to enchant Totem out.
Should be the jump, yeah.
He's okay. He's all good. He's out, but again,
Radiant's middle
Fight's getting harder and
tower is
harder.
under
Arteezy dead
attack.
again. They just don't have the ways to protect the Jara, right?
Nope.
Arteezy gets caught in the front. I mean, sure, in that situation, caught a little bit by surprise by that recent silver edge pickup on Yatoro, but still, it's seeming hard for him to stay alive against this just an immense amount of damage that Yatoro is dealing right now.
Yeah, no way to bail him out at all. And also, I think that Yatoro, he dodged the initial first stun of the golem that
he
came
did
out.
right
I think
with
he
the
did.
Manta, yeah.
I think he got hit by the secondary one because it does do that two little stun things. But either way, it's like these little things all do add up. And Arteezy, his BKB's gone down so low at this point now where every single time he is just getting X'd, he's getting dragged back, he's getting hit by so much connection. And the tankiness of these heroes means that he's going to be able to get these anchor smashes and stuff, reduce the damage, etc. So, yeah, so far, game plan for Spirit, it's been working perfectly. Even though Arteezy's been keeping this farm up, the fights just haven't been going in their favor.
Damage just
It's not there.
isn't being done by the Jara at the moment. Arteezy, it almost feels like they've got to slow things down, allow him to get the Satanic, and then at least the Daedalus.
He needs the Daedalus. Yeah, or even the Silver Edge, whatever, whichever one. He needs some type of bigger damage for him, because right now it does feel, unless Abed lands a massive Echo Slam with Fatal Bond, they're not going to be killing most of these cores.
He's level 18, so chances for big echoes are there.
Spirit leading the charge. Laurel, a shield rune, even tankier now.
Spirit. See how much they want to push for. They don't have the Aegis, a minute and a half until Roche actually is back up.
See, Crit, he's pinging. He's a Shadow Demon. Got to watch out for this SD. Mira, they did find him at the start of that fight, but then it ended up not mattering just because of the positioning there from Yatoro getting the jump. It's always going to be hard to find Mira with the blink, the lens, his headband.
It's easy. We'll have the Satanic finish for the next
Radiant's
fight.
middle tower
Still the
has
damage, which
fallen.
is likely to be an issue when it comes to taking down Team Spirit's
Radiant's
incredibly
middle
tanky
tower
lineup.
is under
Even
attack.
a Shiva's Guard now on Collapse on top of the Rum, on
And
top
out
of
to the
everything.
side.
And Saberlight,
So the Ogre Steel Totem.
he is anchored up though.
And DD's on the ground, ready for them. A collapse, he'll grab that. Shiva's Guard pop, they're standing around the stabilized Centaur. Is there going to be any sort of assistance from there? Is and
Needed.
Stabilized gone in an instant. And
He
now
is not
Arteezy, He's got to run. He has got BKB Satanic if he wants to try and turn. The Ravage is going to catch him. Collapse turns with the gun. Burst through crit. Up to the high ground they go as they chase out Fly. The Torrent Storm clips him. As the three of them go down, Arteezy this time, the BKB TP will manage to save him. But it's 3 dead on Shopify Rebellion. They can't take these team fights right now.
They can't take anything right now. Even Saberlight, who's a centaur with 4,000 HP, a plate mail, etc., he dies in seconds. He gets disseminated. All this damage that comes out from the pure damage, he just gets shredded. I mean, disseminate always does make a hero still look a little bit squishier as well, too, but full MKB now. The timings, they're there. That butterfly doesn't feel like it really did too much before anyway. Now the answer is fully there for Yatoro. And Arteezy? Oh, he dead.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He's very dead. No BKB, no TP, only a Satanic that might let him live a little longer, but not a lot longer. Caught outside of the base, and that's him gone. No buyback money available for him. He is out for 80. Spirit, they'll look to proceed to the high ground off the back of that one.
And they're just playing so damn well. They seem like they just have all the information every single time of where these heroes are hiding. They found Abed all game, ganking him, shutting down any of his timings, and they just keep finding Artor. 60 seconds, no gyro.
I mean, they have got good team fight. They've got good wombo combos. But I don't know if it's enough wombo. They're going to try. Saberlight. And with a hoof stomp.
Pipes out. They don't want to go.
The barracks are gone. Spirit, they can absolutely go for more if they want to here. Still 45 seconds, no gyro.
Dire structures are fortified.
Can he land a 5-man echo? That's going to be the question.
Step up in, I'll get the Fisher out onto Yatoro. Collapse, he just goes straight back in on the wall. Stable, they have Shadib in for it. Oh, that's it with the jump. It's a decent jump. But the BKB's out for Yatoro. Thunder over the horse mirrors. Yatoro's back on the full HP. Beats into Saberlight. The Torrents are catching them all.
That's their big hurrah. That's literally all their ults, and it kind of just tickles. Toro gets the BKB off.
Another set of barracks, and they'll be looking for the mega creeps.
They're looking to close it out.
They certainly are. 17k lead. Team Spirit built this game up perfectly to this point, in which there's just no stopping them.
We'll respect the buyback a little bit here. Meta is gone. All their ults have been expanded. Actually, they still have Ravage, but we'll back it up.
And no need to take any risks here, Spirit. They know how comfortable of a spot they're in right now. They can close this game up however they want. Potential for Roshan. We see ourselves on the screen. It will be 30 seconds. They can fall back, get the Rosh, and then look to push once more.
How long ago has it been since they killed one of those big cores? I think it's been like almost 15 minutes since I've seen one of the tanky cores, either the Yatoro Collapse or the Kunkka. Yeah, it's been quite a long time since they got any of them. They've just found some support kills, really. Yeah, itemization and just the durability of these heroes has definitely proved to be a huge issue for Shopify to get through.
Frustrations from Arteezy. He's got the quad Midas queued up.
Oh boy. Not the quad rapier? How upsetting.
This is my shout.
Spirit, they just know how to play versus this. Yatoro, you know, he has said he doesn't like the gyro.
That's true, he said Gyro's a trash hero. And he's certainly looking good in the matchup here today against it.
Yeah, this has just been clean. Even though they've gotten 17 kills, that's the thing. It's like Shopify, they've gotten a fair amount of kills. It hasn't been on the really big important heroes in these moments. And Abed has had one of the roughest games of the tournament.
I mean, they went all in on him.
They did. Even though he's 5-5, but it's still just like his timings came out so late. His echoes were used on single heroes so many times of how Spirit played it. It's been quite beautiful by them. 19k gold lead, everything at the ready. Shopify looking to catch them off guard, and they
get the hoof stop. They should have followed him. The steal they can burst through lava. Lava's happening at the BKB off. Mirror with the defensive disruption. Toro stepping over towards Saberlight. Lava gets the BKB. Time for the boat coming out. BKB then blocked the time. Ahmed's in with the echo snap onto the two of them. The focus Lava. Lava heals back up. They've lost Fly. They're losing Stabilize. The stampede comes to an end. He's caught outside the base. Collapse. He's just charging in on them. Gets him with the anchor smash. Gush as well. Stabilize slowly but surely falling as they've lost Gyro once again. Arteezy does have buyback, but Stabilite, Fly, they do not. They'll tap out. GG is called. Team Spirit. They'll take the second game of this best of 5. 2-0 right now.
And in the second half of this one, they made it look pretty one-sided.